T.M. Ahmed Kaysher, poet and the director of Saudha Society of Poetry and Indian Music, Unar Kache, to seek some information about this festival of Ghazal, Thumri and Kheyal Festival.
Thank
so
you.
If you can say.
Thank you. So, Ghazal, Thumri and Kheyal Festival is a unique festival and that conveys and portrays the magic of Indian classical music. So, you know that Ghazal, you mentioned about Indian classical music. I mean, when it comes to Hindustani classical music or North Indian classical music, Ghazal, although it's classified as semi-classical, Thumri is semi-classical, but Kheyal is almost the supreme. Just after Drupad, Kheyal is a supreme form of art. Yeah. And like you said, that caller about, I mean, you wanted to explain about Indian classical music. So through these genres of Indian classical music, 3 genres, we are actually trying to portray the art of imagination. You know that because you are a poet, you know art is directly related to the power of imagination.
Yeah.
When you read a poetry, you necessarily would like to see the power of imagination, how it is constructed, how it is being weaved. And when you read a novel, when you read, when you probably watch a painting, for an example, you would like to see the power, how the imagination is being weaved. So through this music, I mean, you know that these music are divine. That's divine. Everybody say that once you listen to this, you become electrified, you become magnetized by the power, by the melody. And I mean, Saudha, you know about a bit about Saudha probably. Saudha doesn't compromise with the musicians because they are the key architect of bringing the vision into reality. That's why we always choose leading classical musicians. Like today, we did.
Sorry, if I can interrupt you. So, when this festival is taking place?
It started today, actually. Started today. We did in Rhines Park Library Hall. Sayan Gupta already sung.
Where is it?
For Rhines Park Library Hall in Wimbledon.
Wimbledon.
So it started today, and Sayan Gupta sang some beautiful rendition of ghazals.
Till how long?
It started from 6:30 till 8:30.
And how long it will?
And then it will continue on 12th in Modern Assembly Hall. One of the finest Indian classical vocalists, probably, I mean, audience in East London are familiar with her music. Chandra Chakraborty ji is singing in Modern Assembly Hall, and she will be accompanied by one of the tabla maestro, Sanju Sahai, one of the great violinists, I mean, disciple of panel violinist of Jagjit Singh ji. Our Kamalbir Nandraji will be there, Rakesh Chauhan will be accompanying harmonium, and a wonderful Schubert. That's what we are doing actually. Like I said, that we are focusing on new presentation of Indian classical music. So we are not just doing traditional classical music, just to connect more audience who probably think, oh, classical music is probably for some intellectual people. We are just trying to break that stereotype. We are just making it accessible for anybody and everybody. So, I mean, for Western audience, the whole process will start from some troubadours, Western semi-classical French music. Eric Schillender will sing those, and then that will be seamlessly glued with some rendition of Kheyal, Ghazal, Thumri, and like I said, beautiful accompaniment on tabla, Sanju Sahai. And then the festival will continue. The finale of the festival is happening on 13th of March. So 12th of March will be in Modern Assembly Hall. And then 13th of March, that will happen in Rich Mix. Because we are trying to be...
time?
That is happening on Sunday. That is happening on 6:30 in Rich Mix.
So you have something tomorrow?
Not tomorrow.
Nothing tomorrow?
Nothing tomorrow. 12th and 13th.
12th and 13th.
12th Saturday and 13th on Sunday. Only to connect as many
people,
Bangladeshi background, as many audience from Bangladeshi background, because when we organize something, and probably because Saudha is, you know, performing this year in Edinburgh Festival, Royal Albert Hall as well, and then, you know, some mainstream venues. So when you do sort of in Rhines Park Library Hall, lots of complaints we receive.
Have you performed in Royal Albert?
We are performing this year. We are performing in Royal Albert Hall this year. Elgar Room in October. Yeah, and then we are performing in Edinburgh Festival this August.
Is it going to be your first
Edinburgh Festival?
No, in the Royal
Albert first one. Yes, Royal Albert Hall in the first one.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. We performed in South Bank as well in a year before the last one. So when we organize something in, we are performing in Sedler Wells as well this year, December. So obviously when you organize something in mainstream venues, we always receive a complaint that, oh, you do something in South Bank, so it's quite far away from East London. That is why we organize this event also in East London for us not to miss, because this, I think, well,
আমাদের বাঙালি দর্শকদের জন্য
বাঙালি দর্শকরা এটা মিস করাটা হলো মানে people who loves music, এটা বললেও ভুল, people who loves anything, who loves nature probably, or who loves poetry, who loves art. They will fall in love with classical music. Classical music is the main source of any music, and then I propagate the fact that classical music is the supreme, the most supreme form of art.
Thank you very much, T.M. Ahmed Kaysher. Apni wonderfully explained about the whole festival and the mission, vision of the festival.
One thing just, if I just miss, because in Rich Mix, two leading singers, one leading singer and one leading Europe's best sitarist will perform. Rupa Panisa, she, I mean, Sky Art actually made a documentary on her. She achieved almost all mainstream award from this country, but she's sticking to traditional Indian classical music. Rupa Panisa will be performing sitar in Rich Mix, and a wonderful singer, vocalist, she's almost torchbearer of Kirana Karana, Srimati Sanhitanandiji, who is attending from USA and singing in Rich Mix.
Thank you very much for providing us all this wonderful, exciting information. Now it is time to hear poetry, a recitation of poetry from Dr. David Lee Morgan, the poet. David Lee Morgan, please, could you recite a poem for us, for our audience?
Thank you very much. I'm probably known more for political poetry about revolution, but because of the theme of this event is love, I wanted to do poems on that, so I'll do this poem. It's called The Gift of Pain. I used to think I was weak. All my life I thought I was weak because I could be hurt. In any love relationship, I was always the one who was broken up with. I seemed so strong, kind, but powerful. I was loved for this, both the kindness and the power. But sooner or later the truth would come out. The relationship would change. My lover would lose respect. This was not what she had bargained for. I was a weakling. She was the boss. But I was wrong. Of all the wonderful things I learned from you, this was the most important, the most precious. It breaks my heart that I learned it from you, from your strength that was really a weakness, from the pieces of your broken spirit scattered like breadcrumbs to lead me to the truth. I am strong because I am weak, because I can be hurt, because I can give myself without reserve, holding nothing back, not even dignity or pride, because I can love no matter what the cost. If anyone else ever hears this and feels a stab of recognition, listen to me. You are powerful in ways that many can only dream of. A path is open for you. You are part of a communion of lost souls who can find their way to a light that will shine only for those blinded by pain. Welcome. I know this is only half the truth, The other half is my real weakness, my insecurity that must demand proof over and over again until the demand becomes a hammer that pounds a spike into the beating heart of a magic that is nothing if not free. How I envy those who can walk away from love as if the whole world had not come to an end. And maybe there are those who are strong in every way, strong in love, strong in defeat, strong enough to pick themselves up and walk out into a new life with sadness, maybe, and regret, but with confidence and hope. I wish this for you. I wish it the more because I know it cannot be true. Some things get beaten into you when you are too young to fight back. If I could ride in a chariot of time wielding a sword of light, I would scatter the darkness. I would slaughter the demons who salted your heart with fear and emptiness. How can anything grow in such desolation? How can you find a reason to love when you can't find a reason to live? Oh, my lost angel, if I could gather you into my arms and hold you so tight that the broken pieces would fuse back into the one magical creature of light and grace that you were meant to be, I would give you, with all my heart, with all my love, this one precious gift, the gift of pain.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
What an invincible magnetism.
That's what he recited today, actually. He's such a good poet, such a wonderful poet.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's a
Wonderful.
honor to do it here.
Wow, wow. I'm speechless, actually. I've lost my word. I'm strong because I'm weak. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
you.
Dr. Morgan.